Hi to all. Today we discuss about the fertilization. So fertilization means it is the union of spermatozoon and egg resulting in the formation of a zygote. It's called fertilization. Means a union of spermatozoon and egg resulting in the formation of zygote. Means these two haploid cells, that means this is the spermatozoon and it is the egg, and these two haploid gamete cells resulting into giving the one diploid cell called zygote. It's called fertilization. So here, how physical factors are involved in fertilization? There are two types. One is the external fertilization and the one is the internal fertilization. One is the external fertilization. So we have to see into the majority of aquatic animals, they releasing their sperms and ova into the water. So the fertilization will be takes place into the water. This type of fertilization is called external fertilization. That means the aquatic animals are releasing their ova and sperms into the water and the fertilization will be takes place into the water. This kind of fertilization is called external fertilization. It is the primitive type of fertilization. We can see the example in fishes and frog, etc. So here this ova and sperm both are fused together and they form zygote. Another one, internal fertilization. Internal fertilization means the sperms are introduced into the female's genital tract where fusion takes place. It is called internal fertilization. That means here the sperms will be introduced into the female genital tract and here the sperm and ova both are fused in the female genital tract. So it is called internal fertilization and it is the advanced type. Here the best example for internal fertilization is man. These two are belongs to the physical factors are involved in fertilization. Second one, how chemical factors are involved in the fertilization. So the first one, chemotaxis. So chemotaxis means in certain animals, these sperms are attracted towards the eggs by chemicals. These sperms are attracted towards the eggs by chemicals. So we can see in this type of fertilization in the coelenterate and fishes, insects, etc. So in fishes and insects, the chemical is present in the chorion lining the micropyle. When the chorion is removed from the egg, the activity of sperm is slows down. So here it is the egg chorion. This egg chorion contains a micropyle. So when this chemical is completely absorbing the sperms, so here when we have to remove this chorion from the egg, the activity of sperm is completely decreased. Second one, fertilizing and anti-fertilizing reactions. So here the sperm identifies the egg by the reactions between these fertilizing and anti-fertilizing. First we have to know about the fertilizing. So fertilizing means it is the egg contains on a surface a chemical substance. Fertilizing means it is a chemical substance which is present on the egg surface. It is a glycoprotein. This fertilizing is a glycoprotein and the molecular weight of fertilizing is 3 lakhs. The molecular weight of fertilizing is 3 lakhs. Here the fertilizing molecule has a receptor and binding sites. It's present with a many receptors and also binding sites for anti-fertilizing. These fertilizants are completely species specific, and there may be different fertilizants for the different species. That means these fertilizants are completely different to each every species. So one species to another species, when we compare, these binding sites or receptor sites are completely different. Another one, anti-fertilizing. Anti-fertilizing, it is also one of the chemical substance which is present on the sperm surface. Okay, so it is the acid protein. This anti-fertilizing is acid protein. When we compare with the fertilizing, this anti-fertilizing is smaller than fertilizing, and the molecular weight of anti-fertilizing is 10,000. So here there are maybe different anti-fertilizants in the different species. That means these fertilizants also completely different to each and every species, and also these anti-fertilizants also completely different when we compare with one species to another species. So the reaction. So fertilizing reacts with the anti-fertilizing in a manner of comparable to the reaction between like antigen and also antibody. That means the sperm will be attached to the particular binding site of the fertilizing region. That means this anti-fertilizing is completely attached to the fertilizing region in specific binding site, like lock and key system. So for example, here it is the A species and it is the B species. So this fertilizing belongs to the A species, and this anti-fertilizing belongs to the B species. That means that's time these B anti-fertilizing and also these A fertilizing binding sites are not similar. That means each and every species, these binding sites or receptor sites are completely different. This is suitable for only a particular species only. That means these fertilizing and anti-fertilizing both are suitable to particular species only. So it does not match to the interspecies. Cytological factors. One is the monospermy. Monospermy means only one spermatozoon enters into the egg and fuses with it. It's called monospermy. That means only one sperm will be enters into the egg, and also these egg and sperm both are fused together and they form zygote. It's called monospermy. Here we can see the examples like annelids, coelenterates, and also several bony fishes. Polyspermy means many sperms are enters into the egg. Many sperms are enters into the egg. This type of fertilization is called polyspermy. Here, even though many sperms are enters into the egg, but only one sperm nucleus fuses with the egg nucleus. Other sperm nucleus are completely degenerated. This type of fertilization we can observe in the arachnids, some insects, and also reptiles, birds, etc. Next one, acrosome reaction. This acrosome reaction demonstrated by the Colvin in 1967. So here these spermatozoon tips makes contact with the egg envelope, the sperm plasma membrane, and also these acrosomal membrane both are ruptured at the particular point of contact. Thus time these acrosomal membrane joins with the plasma membrane around the margin of the opening. Thus time these acrosomal granules are released on egg envelope. The acrosomal granules contain sperm lysine. The function of sperm lysine means this is dissolves the egg envelope. Now the center of acrosomal membrane nearer to the nucleus, and also it grows towards the egg surface as a thin tube. It's called acrosomal tube. Acrosome reaction, it was demonstrated by the Calvin in 1967. Here these spermatozoan tip makes contact with the egg envelope. That's time the sperm plasma membrane and also this acrosomal membrane rupture at the point of contact. That's time these acrosomal granules are enters into the egg envelope. So here these acrosomal granules are contains sperm lysine. It is a chemical. The function of this sperm lysine is it is the dissolve the egg envelope, and this acrosomal membrane completely reach to the nearer the nucleus, and it grows towards the egg surface as a thin tube. It's called acrosomal tubule. This acrosomal tubule grows furtherly, and it tips comes contact with the plasma membrane of the egg. In some cases, more than one acrosomal tubes also developed. Example, polychaetes. Example, polychaetes. Cytoplasmic fission means this acrosomal tube comes in contact with the egg surface. That time this egg was activated. So at the point of contact, the plasma membranes of eggs and sperm fuse, and the acrosomal tube opens into the cytoplasm. As the fission is made, the egg cytoplasm at this point of bulges out as a conical projection. This conical projection is called a fertilization cone. We can see in this type of fertilization cone gradually engulfs the interior of eggs in the which animal? Hydradis. And in some mammals, this entire spermatozoon engulfed by the egg cytoplasm. Cytoplasmic fission means this acrosomal tube comes in contact with the egg surface. Thus time the egg was activated. At this point of contact, this plasma membranes of the egg and sperm fuse, and this acrosomal tube open into the egg cytoplasm. As the fusion is made, the egg cytoplasm as this point bulges out as a conical projection. These conical projections are called fertilization cone. The fertilization cone gradually engulfs in the interior of the egg in Hydradis, and in mammals it is completely entire spermatozoon engulfed in the egg cytoplasm. And next one, sperm nucleus. When the sperm is engulfed by the fertilization cone, it moves towards the female pronucleus. So here the sperm nucleus followed by the centriole, middle piece and tail part. So here in soon rotation of the nucleus and centriole occurs. Due to this result, the other parts of spermatozoons are completely disconnected from the nucleus, and later disintegrated into the egg cytoplasm. The sperm nucleus now termed as male pronucleus. This male pronucleus may be marked by pigment granule trailing along its path. The path taken by the sperm in the periphery of egg is called penetration path. And inside the egg, the direction of movement of the sperm is slightly changed and the nucleus moves towards the female pronucleus. Its path called copulation path. Sperm nucleus means when the sperm is engulfed by the fertilization cone, it moves towards the female pronucleus. Here, the sperm nucleus is followed by the centriole, middle piece, and tail, and soon the rotation of the nucleus and also centriole occurs. Due to this result, the centriole comes occupy in front of the sperm nucleus. So other parts of the spermatozoon get disconnected from the nucleus and the remaining part is completely disintegrated in the egg cytoplasm. Now the sperm nucleus is called male pronucleus. So it moves through the egg cytoplasm towards the female pronucleus. So as male pronucleus moves inwards, the path of male pronucleus may be marked by pigment granule trailing along with the path. The path is taken by the sperm in the periphery of the egg is called penetration path. Inside the egg, the direction of movement of the sperm is slightly changed and the nucleus moves towards the female pronucleus. This changed path is called copulation path. Amphimixis. Amphimixis means the fusion of male and female pronuclei is called amphimixis. Fertilization means the union of spermatozoon and egg resulting the formation of zygote. It's called fertilization. Several physical factors are involved in fertilization. Those are external fertilization and internal fertilization. External fertilization means the majority aquatic animals they release sperms and ova into the water. So the fertilization takes place in the water. It's called external fertilization. Internal fertilization means the sperms are introduced into the female genital tract. The fusion of sperm and ova occurs in the female genital tract. It's called internal fertilization. Several chemical factors also involved in the fertilization. One is the chemotaxis. That means these egg surface contain a chemical substance. So this chorion lining with the micropyle, this chemical substance attract the sperm towards the egg. When here we have to remove this chorion, when the chorion is removed from the egg, the activity of sperm is completely decreases. And the second one, fertilizing and anti-fertilizing reaction. So here the sperm identifies the egg by the reaction of this fertilizing and anti-fertilizing reaction. So here first one, fertilizing, the egg contains the fertilizing. It is a one chemical substance and also this fertilizing is a glycoprotein. The molecular weight of fertilizing is 3 lakh. The fertilizing molecules has many receptors and also binding sites for anti-fertilizing. So these fertilizings are completely species specific. Anti-fertilizing, the sperm contains a chemical substance. That means the surface of the sperm contains a anti-fertilizing. It is a acid protein and it is smaller than the fertilizing and the molecular weight is 10,000 and there are maybe different anti-fertilizings in the different species. Cytological factors means Monospermy means only one spermatozoon may be fuses with the egg. It's called monospermy. Polyspermy means many sperms are released into the egg, but only one sperm nucleus will be fusing with the egg nucleus. It's called polyspermy. And acrosome reaction means it was demonstrated by the Colvin. Here, these spermatozoons are tip makes contact with the egg envelope, the sperm plasma membrane and acrosomal membrane both are ruptured at the point of contact. These acrosomal membrane joins with the plasma membrane and around the margin of the opening. Thus time these acrosomal granules are released into the egg envelope. These acrosomal granules contains sperm lysine. The function of sperm lysine is it helps to dissolve the egg envelope. Now the center of acrosomal membrane, this reaches to the nearer the nucleus and it grows towards the egg surface a thin tube called acrosomal tubule. Cytoplasmic fission means the acrosomal tube comes contact with the egg surface. Thus time the egg is activated. So when egg is activated, thus time the plasma membranes of the egg and sperm fuse and these acrosomal tubule will be open inside of the egg's cytoplasm. And this fusion made egg cytoplasm at the point of bulges out as a conical projections called fertilization cone. These fertilization cone gradually engulf interior of the egg in the hydroids and in mammals these fertilization cone or the entire spermatozoon engulfed in by the egg cytoplasm. Sperm nucleus means when sperm is engulfed by the fertilization cone, it moves towards the female pronucleus. The sperm nucleus is followed by the centriole, middle piece and tail part. Soon the rotation of nucleus and centriole occurs. As a result, this centriole comes to occupy in front of sperm nucleus, means the other parts of the spermatozoon get be disconnected from the nucleus. Later it will be disintegrated in the egg cytoplasm. Now it's called, that means the sperm nucleus is called as male pronucleus. This male pronucleus moves inwards. The path of male pronucleus may be marked by the pigment granule trailing along its path. This path taken by the sperm in the periphery of the egg, it's called penetration path. Inside the egg, the direction of movement of the sperm slightly changed and the nucleus moves towards the female pronucleus. This changed path is called copulation path. Amphimixis means the fusion of male and female pronuclei. It's called amphimixis. Example is sea urchin and all vertebrates. Thank you.